My recording for the YouTube. I think this is the biggest uh, grid of the season so far. So lovely to see. Looks to just be me though, unfortunately, as Jackson's gas leak is still getting checked out. Don't want to light a fire under that one. Bad stuff. Also in the crowd we have tag world champion uh, Lucas Sorrow. So give it up for him. Forgot we have a formation lap, so hopefully people remembers. France is going to get DSQ'd. Yep. But everybody else makes it out to warm up their tires. Never mind, Carter Brown gets DSQ'd. And Isaac got DSQ'd. How do you get DSQ'd in formation lap? Shit's genuinely impressive. Everyone's starting on mediums. Love to see that. So, um, yeah. So, okay. Set and ready to go. Letting the drivers warm up their tires. Try to be involved in all the battles this races. So, love to see the two top drivers already in podium position. Really going to be duking it out this race. Believe if Caden gets one finish over Lorenzo, that's Lorenzo's odds out the window. So, time will tell. It's a lot of racing in front of us. Really curious to see if there will be any one stops this race. Very, very doable. Very doable this race to do a one stop. Just have to have pretty decent tire management. And yeah. So as we come to the line, we get to see the drivers set up. Max gets a pretty good spot. Same with Caden. Josh gets lined up a little past the line. But here we are. Since Jackson ain't here, I guess I'll do it. As we are here in Vegas, as we wait for the 5 red lights. And away we go. Really curious to see how turn one's going to end up. Hopefully clean. Franz Herman gets pushed into the wall. Max, good. Really nothing major coming out of turn one. Carter Brown trying to push up from P5. Look in the squeeze in between the Haas and the Alpine. Say Joshua Weekly does get around the Alpine. Carter Brown looking to send it on the inside. Door closes. Very clean little contact there in the back. As you can see, pit strategy. Definitely could go either way. And Franz Herman's DSQ'd because he's sitting in the middle of the track. Oh, and McLaren gets pinned into the wall. Missing end plate for, I believe, Aiden Raff. These two really duking it out. Franco already up to P10. Go back to this battle. It's definitely heating up back here between these two. I wouldn't say the cleanest drivers, but definitely two drivers. Franco just hunting down, getting around the Merc. King Carr gets the pass on Caden. Looks to send it on the inside. Leaves a little space. Caden gets pushed. A little bit more contact. Caden looks to be putting the wall, missing an end plate, so that's going to be an FIA report probably. Aiden just or Caden just losing time. Franco around Caden now. Caden battling back though. This might be the battle to watch. See how Caden can overcome this minor setback. Franco gets around Aiden Raff, so now he's up to P7 all the way from P16. And he's pushed off into the runoff. So another huge setback from Franco. I don't think he's too worried about it as long as he doesn't have any damage, which I don't believe he does. Say this 7 through 10 is just battling each other. Juan gets around Max and for first. King Carr gets around Joshua Weekly. So they're just battles all over the board here. Really don't know who to watch. And Caden Shane gets spun. Trying to get out of it. Bad pinch. So Caden Shane down to P15. Beautiful odds for Lorenzo now. That's a big setback for the leader in the Drivers' Championship. Definitely getting screwed a little bit on that one. Going to be seeing a few FIA reports on that for sure. So now back up to the top, we see the two leaders duking it out. Let's look at the position changes. So everything's basically the same, just minor switch of change of places. Mason now at P5, and Aiden Raff retires. Holy shit! His car's sideways in the wall. Whoa! Oh my God! His car's actually parallel with the wall. So that brings out a safety car. Hail Mary for Caden Shane, who is down 12 positions currently. So as he does pit for a new wing and everything, so he's already set. Wow. I'd love to see the point of view for that. Would love to see that because that's horrible. Wow. No safety car for that? What? I thought that'd bring out a full safety car. Huh? Anyways, okay. No battle for P3 now. Joshua Weekly overtakes Carter Brown. A little DRS train here between P3 to P8. The two V-carbs battling back and forth. Contact as the V-carb does go into the runoff, so not good by the kid. Carter Brown and Isaac Lopez now battling through turn 2 and 3. Isaac gets the better of him, but Carter Brown ERS dumping on him. Looks to get around, definitely has the inside line. Isaac tries to shut the door, not good enough. Carter stays right next to him. Good battling between the two drivers. Definitely some of the cleaner driving in this league I've seen as Isaac goes wide, so that leaves the door open for Carter Brown. Oh, and Joshua Weekly hits the wall, but it doesn't appear to do enough damage to really give Carter the boost here, which Carter does try to take advantage, desperately trying to get around Joshua Weekly. So these three drivers really battling it out here for P3. Going to be a good fight for a podium here. And then Max and Lorenzo still going back and forth at each other. Too wide through the last couple turns here. Love to see the two drivers keep it pretty clean. But this is where I want to be. These 8 cars. Oh, and there's damage. I don't know by who that was. Say Josh appears to have no damage. Isaac's no damage. Oh, and Mason spins out. Gets a little close with Carter Brown locking wheels, so he spins out but saves it. Carter Brown with no damage. Don't think any of these drivers really have damage. Yeah, they're still all good, even with the hard racing. Franco not far behind, now on the same straight as Joshua Weekly. Hunter Scott gets the overtake on James Reaper. Isaac with a little bit of contact in the back of Josh. Max and Juan building a 10-second gap to P3. Franco has within a second on Badger, which is also known as Mason. So he'll be looking to potentially overtake the Red Bull here. Still battling it out for the constructors, but only one Red Bull here is going to definitely hurt their chances. Need every point they can get with the last 3 races of the season. So whenever that gets closer, I'll tune back in. But you might honestly get him on the straight, now that I think about it. Yep, as he is cutting down the time here. Mason goes to defend. A little hard, though. Franco not too happy. Almost pushes Franco into the wall, but Mason gets pushed into the wall. Dirty driving from Mason. No damage for Franco, though. Never mind, Franco was missing an end plate. That's for sure not happy about that. As Mason hits the wall, tears off his own end plate. Might want to watch these two drivers here to make sure they're really. And Mason goes in the runoff, so Franco gets a free position there. So back up to the top. Watch these 5 drivers duke it out for P3. A little contact by Isaac. Really desperately trying to get past there. Gucci goes wide. Andrew goes through. Caden now up to P12. Still hunting down any little points he can salvage. I mean, a lot of racing left, to be honest, but whew, it's gonna definitely be rough. Like, see if he could still do a one stop here. That would be his best chance. But if he really depends on his tire management, which I think he's a driver that could have good enough tire management for it. As Mason falls down to P10, barely in points still. I take that back. He pits. So Caden will also get around Mason, put him up into P11. Love the hard racing between these top guys. Joshua Weekly is not missing an end plate. Thought he was. Don't think there's really any damage amongst these top drive. Yeah, no damage. Love it. As Isaac gets around Josh, miss that. Carter trying to push Josh on the outside. Cuts for the inside dive on him. Is it enough? It's not, but that does leave Andrew an opening. See if Andrew takes advantage of this. Lorenzo and Max now has that gap up to 12, 13 seconds as Josh gets around Isaac coming into this final straight. Oh, and Andrew spins out, hits a wall, losing an end plate. Franco comes through, now up to P7. Don't think anything was intentional there, especially how hard they've been racing. Looks like Franco is going to try to stay out with that broken end plate and just try to complete a one stop, which very much so can. He is the driver to do that. Lorenzo building a gap on Max. Still no damage between the two top drivers. Franco with 2 second gap behind Gucci Gamer. Gucci Gamer in his debut race, by the way. Don't even know this guy was signed. I think he just kind of spawned in, if I'm being completely honest. I think this might be Max's debut race. I don't think I've seen him race yet in this league. I don't know. I just know he's fast. And likes corner cutting quality. Isaac looking to send it on the inside of Josh here. Don't think it's going to be enough. Maybe this next DRS zone. As Isaac gets on the ERS early. Going to have the DRS too. He should have the speed to get around Josh here, but evidently not. So Josh, beautiful defending as they make a little bit of contact there as Isaac goes through. So don't know if Josh experienced any damage. Nope, still clean. Carter tries him around the outside. Josh holds. Love to see Josh finish a race. He's been struggling to just finish a race. He flies through Isaac. Same with Carter Brown. Isaac goes on the inside there, losing 2 positions. So a little mental mistake by him. And Franco catches up to the pack. Was down 2 seconds 2 laps ago. Now also in the battle for P3. So now back up to 5 drivers battling for the position. Isaac closes off the gap from the Merc. This is beautiful. Oh, and Carter Brown flies into the wall, making contact with Franco. No DNFs. Franco survives, now missing both end plates. Say, Carter could get away with, and Mason retires the car, which brings out a safety car. Don't know if that was intentional or not. So, Hail Mary from uh, Carter Brown here. Perfect timing, honestly. So, if Caden was smart about it, he would pit on the hards and then go to the end of the race. I think he can if he really wanted to. But Juan did have a 3 second gap on Max, so that's going to be just gone. Josh, Isaac, Gucci, Franco. Franco stays out still, not comfortable with his strategy. So already, really only 2 DNFs. Franco missing both end
Big
plates.
Steen's back.
Um, pretty
What's happened?
pretty fun racing, honestly.
Huh.
Juan and Max has been in their own world in P1, P2, battling back and forth, but the main attraction's been P3 to P8. Them like that group of 6 to 5 drivers have been battling out the whole race, like
We
not
still
getting
might have a
out
gas leak, by the way, so I'm gonna have to be in and out.
still, but they've been keeping like less than a second gap. Like it's just been DRS train battle.
Huh.
Like it's actually been really fun to watch. Franco's up to P6 from last with being correct into twice. Carter almost DNF'd the car, but saved it. Not his fault. Mason and Franco was getting a little dirty with each other, so might see an FIA report on that. But other than that, really nothing. What did Isaac get a penalty for? 10 seconds, so speeding under safety. Or collision, probably. Can be removed if he doesn't uh, honor it. If it's bullshit. You still here, Jack? Or are you gone?
The house is on fire.
Nice. Hey, can I have a number 12 and tag?
No.
Why?
You're the. Why does everyone want it?
Because it's my favorite number.
Gage wanted it from me.
Fuck Gage. Give it to me. What number did you want?
I
16?
have 12.
You wanted 16 though.
Well, here, 16, 14, or 12.
16's literally open and 14.
Then it was six. I wanted 12.
Okay, well, your number one option's open.
I have 12.
I want 12.
Too fucking bad.
Why?
Cause I like my number.
You're such a fuck ass.
How'd you enjoy Easy?
Dude, this show's so funny.
He's a very interesting and funny guy, isn't he?
France was dying laughing the entire time whenever we're fucking AC is broken.
Why do you leave?
Youth group.
He left for a youth group? For
Mm-hmm.
France, then. Did not know he's religious. That's actually dope if he is.
He is. Isaac got a 10-second penalty from like a collision, but I mean, if he doesn't pit again, probably could get it removed. Might have been an AI thing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Mm,
Dude, Lucas is on point. Justin, I would like it if we picked up the pace a little bit.
Alright, Isaac got a 10-second for speeding in the pit line, so nothing we can do about that.
Don't know why you wouldn't have pit assist on.
Yeah,
Not
for
my
real.
driver though, so.
It only helps you on a few trucks. Holy shit. I am looking at chat, fucker. Oh, like chat. Alright, race restart. Good defending by Lorenzo. Round turn 1. Caden gets a sweet move on Carter Brown, moving himself up P8. Same thing with Solomon. Carter Brown falling to P12 already. Franco holding that inside line, coming around here, gets it. So Franco now up to P5.
What happened to France and Red Bull?
Red Bull, Franz left. It was the same thing as last week. He didn't start off the line. Or last
Huh.
race, he just didn't start off the line. Mason, I didn't see. Aiden's car was parallel with the fence,
Hmm.
and I have it on this like broadcast. So
Nice.
Franco now at P4. Caden falling to P9. Them older tires are gonna hurt him. But definitely could still salvage the race. Carter gets past one James Reaper. Say 2 Williams and 2 Hasses carrying the front load. P1 through 4. Caden now drops to P10. Back up P9. Carter also hunting.
So I was Justin all the way back there.
Bro's on AI or something, I swear. I don't think he's racing.
Rice makes a move. Oh
It's
my
been
god.
it's been really fun to watch like the top drivers. As Franco takes Josh on the inside here.
Hold on. P9, P8 to P10.
Huh?
P8 to P10. Never mind the front. What's going on up there? Oh my
Oh
god.
wow.
They're like
There's a
four
battle
wide.
going up here.
Jesus Christ. Williams swinging off
Juan
the
gets
move.
around Max, or Franco gets around Max.
Oh.
Max must have had a horrible exit there. Carter now at the P8. Caden down the P12 after pitting.
Oh. Bad entry to from Juan.
Carter battling out for P8. Max looking to get around Franco. Side by side.
Oh, little
Max
lock
locks
there.
up.
Almost make contact.
Keeps it clean for the most part. Max gets through. Now at P2.
There's a Ferrari on the butt of that Mercedes, though.
I
Looks like
will
he's gonna make
say,
it in
if
the straight.
Caden doesn't get points this race and Lorenzo does, that's best case for Lorenzo in this championship battle. Gucci, Isaac, and Andrew running a
Ooh!
three-man
Did
weave.
you see that? Did you see that?
Did not.
Major spin by the top three. Or, sorry, the 2 and 3.
They like spun or locked up.
They, like, did a little drift together.
Really.
Yeah.
So
That's why the
that
gap's so big
that
now.
frees Lorenzo up by a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah,
Caden
this
out at the
Ferrari
P11.
is in here right now. Ooh, Carter Brown's gonna try and make a move.
Get on this. Love to see a Carter
Ooh,
Brown highlight.
around the inside and around the
Don't know.
outside from Carter Brown, and
Oh,
then he spins him almost. I'm not gonna talk about that part. And there's the more battle between the Williams and the Haas.
so this top battle is gonna be fun to watch between these top four drivers.
Yeah,
Josh is kind of just hanging in there, but
I
the
mean,
rest
hey,
of them,
that's
it's all he
yeah.
needs to do, realistically. As Lorenzo now has built a 3 second gap to second, which, as team principal for Williams, this is exactly what we've talked about. Lorenzo be the front man, and Franco tries to low key sacrifice and try to defend and battle P2 so he can just run away with the race. Because all three of us are rooting for Franco, or not Franco, Lorenzo to come away with this. Which it does suck with Caden being another one of my drivers, having both drivers fight
That
for it.
Ferrari, check that Ferrari.
And Andrew goes into the runoff. Reset on the track, so Carter Brown's going to have momentum on Andrew here. Don't think he'll be enough as
Max is
Josh
going for
goes
it.
off the
Josh is out.
track.
Yeah.
So through goes James Reaper, now up to P4 in his debut race. Like I said, don't think this guy's signed. Got a Oliver act by him. Clean racing between P2 and P3.
Ooh.
Oh, Max! Oh, Max locks
Whoa.
up, spins,
Oh no. Oh
collision with
no.
the Merc.
Oh no.
Very, 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 very unfortunate for the Merc. No damage though, somehow.
That's impressive.
That's
And
really
maybe, yeah, probably a
impressive.
VSC. That has to be at least VSC, no?
That's not. Well, they didn't, dude. It was only a VSC whenever Aiden's car was sideways against the fence. I don't know how they didn't bring out a full safety car. Maybe because it was like literally off the track, but so now Josh finds his way back up to P3 after that little collision there. Isaac Lopez up to P4.
There you go. The
James,
fire people are here again.
okay, James Reaper keeps
Wish me
keeps
luck, genuinely.
P5. You're good. Carter Brown taking Andrew down the outside on the straight. Looks to go too wide, gets bumped a little, but keeps it on the track. Has to cut behind him. just so he's not pinned into the wall. Josh really the only one keeping a gap here with Franco of all people. Lorenzo now up 5 seconds. Max goes into the pit, so that is Caden's opportunity to jump up into the points. Going to have to hold it though, which he should have about, I'd say, 10 seconds of clearance, maybe even more. Still a battle here for P5. Still some salvageable points. I believe 10. Or no, 8, 10, something like that. Still good points for the team regardless. 10 points. Carter tries to go to the outside. Andrew closes it down. Now he takes the inside. No cigar. Max retires from the session. Not happy. Oh, not happy with that. So Max is now out of the race. Retires by choice. Carter and Andrew fighting down the straight. Carter gets right up beside him, but Andrew has the inside line. Really the only battle worth watching right now, as there's 2 seconds or more separating every car. So tune into Andrew here, see how he defends this position. With 5 laps to go, this race has flown by, it feels like. Caden still trying to salvage the race. Isaac does have a 10-second penalty, so that's going to be something they look at. As Carter Brown takes the inside, gets it on Andrew. Looked fairly clean through there, so maybe a little bit of hard racing, but they've been racing hard this entire time. Carter trying to shorten up that gap to the Merc in front. And get him in position to potentially take top 5. Man, actually been a pretty interesting race. Seems to be a battle almost everywhere on the field until these last like 8 laps. So Andrew with DRS takes Carter on the outside. Carter should not have went that wide. Gave him plenty of room to slither through there. Rocking the Lewis Hamilton helmet. Shout out. So Carter Brown now on the hunt. Back for P6. As he's going to try to swoop him on the inside here. No cigar, but should get him in the DRS zone here. Taking very aggressive inside line. That goes to the outside. Can he keep it on the track here? Falls beside Andrew and gets around him with DRS. So good move by Carter Brown. Andrew looking to take the dive bomb here. A little bit of contact. Carter into the wall. Loses in play. They lock up. Definitely the battle to watch right now between these two as it gets more and more aggressive as the laps go on. Caden under 2 seconds from Hunter Scott now. Looking to get as many points as he can this race after seemed like unfortunate event after unfortunate event. As they're getting wheel to wheel. Franco goes into the pits, goes to softs. Very, very interesting move by him. Don't know if he had wing damage or something, but I mean, him being top top driver in the league and one of my best, I mean, I can't really question his decisions as he takes both of them down the straight here. So now back up in the P5. Josh with a P2 right now. Isaac P3. Oh my God, Isaac's gonna have P3 with 10-second penalty. Oh, and the Racing Bull goes into the runoff. Caden missing in place and might have had a little bit of contact there, but Caden now at the P9. Wow, but going back to Isaac, very, very, very unlucky racer. He he's had probably 2 or 3 races where he should have got a podium, but penalties has screwed him one way or another. So interesting to see how this turns out. Don't know what his 10-second penalties for. Believe it's speed in the pit lane, so don't think that's going to be reversible. As Andrew takes back 6th place from Carter. Franco now hunting down the Mercedes. Franco looks to take the inside from Mercedes, shuts the door on him. So Franco now at the P4, hunting down Isaac now. If that's is a 10-second penalty for Isaac, he's gonna fall all the way to P8. So, which I believe it is. Franco gets around, so now back up the podium. Just playing with his food out here, I believe. Now hunting Josh, but I believe too far behind to really do anything. Hunter Scott now in the pits with 3 laps of racing left. Gucci's going to have that position on him no matter what. See what the penalties here are. 13 seconds on Isaac, so that's going to drop him all the way to P9? P8 still? P8? But Andrew and Carter still battling it out for position. Solomon needs to gain 3 seconds to sneak his way up in the P6 based off their penalties. But yeah, that's really the battle to watch right now. It's these two as they're duking it out for P6. Well, now, yeah, he's gonna get P4 regardless. James Reaper. Franco hunting down Josh has a second or 7-second gap down to 5 now, so trying to do whatever you can there. No other battles on the field, really. Franco has that 5-second gap down to 3.5 now with 2.5 laps of racing or 1.5 laps of racing left. Mom's battery's low on her phone, as you could probably hear. Life 360. Say Andrew's just harvesting battery. Has a very has a lot on Carter. That's all I'm gonna say if they're watching the stream. Carter spins out, so that leaves Andrew wide open for P6 now. Carter's gonna have to recover. So Solomon doesn't catch back up, which he does. So Solomon now has that 3-second gap on Carter Brown. And Franco now 2 seconds behind Joshua Weekly. So he's looking to sneak back in for P2. Still going to give Josh a podium, but definitely be interesting. These two drivers up here. Yeah, Seliman is close enough for King Car. It'll be interesting to watch these front two here. Down the back straight, he will have DRS on Josh. Only half a second down. Don't know if it's going to be enough coming up to the line. Has it down to 2 seconds. Really battling. Them two make contact a little. Franco, bumper to bumper, gets side by side with Josh, coming to the line. And Franco loses out on P2 by, oh my gosh, that had been thousandths of a second. Wait, did he get a penalty? What was the penalty for? So Franco gets a penalty on the last turn there. Don't know what that's all about. But sorry for Lorenzo. Got carried away watching that battle for P2, but that make it four in a row for Lorenzo as he fights for this title push. And he is your winner here in the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Next race, we have um where are we next race? Qatar, and then Abu Dhabi. So season finale coming up as this drivers gets much and much closer. Believe do while Jackson's still streaming. Do a quick check real quick. So Caden gets 2 points. I don't know. I don't know if we do fastest lap. Also, congratulations, James Reaper, as he gets a podium in this debut race. Really don't know what happened there. So Juan cuts down the driver's lead to 35. So 35 points, 2 races to go. We will see in the next one.